reached the semifinal stage of this college football playoff. It's time to find out who has the depth and the drive to take one huge step closer to the ultimate goal, hoisting that national championship trophy. This test is a matchup we cannot wait to see unfold. Welcome to the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans, site of the All-State Sugar Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we see the number 4 seed in this playoff, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on last year's national champions, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. We are almost there. Time to find out who'll be headed to the national championship game. Team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Shotgun handoff here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
Rough start to the drive. They lose 4. Makes it now 2nd down and 14. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. And he goes down after a solid gain. That's enough for a 1st down.
Great job by the quarterback with an accurate throw against man coverage for a 1st down. Overall, by the entire group, good execution by this offense.
1st down here for this offense. Now the handoff. Oh, and he fumbles. And the defense comes up with the football.
I get being upset at the ball carrier for coughing up the ball, but let's not ignore how big of a hit that was. Sometimes you just have to give credit to the defender for making a great play.
And from the shotgun, an inside handoff.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the 1st down.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Quarterback making some changes at the line. They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. It's an out route. The catch made. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Well, this is what you love to see, right? Quarterback does a nice job of looking and finding his open receiver, and he waits to the last possible second. In fact, as he gets hit, as he gets that ball out of his hands. So good job of showing some strength, and a good job of throwing with accuracy as he's taking that hit.
Third down, out of the shotgun. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, what a grab! That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a 1st down.
Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to 3rd down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage rolled to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
He hands it off from the gun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Alabama comes up with the line quickly. Second down, we're going to throw it. Launching one to the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama, as they claim the lead in this playoff game. And now they'll set up for the point after. Kirk, you play quarterback. How about appreciating a receiver that runs his routes that precisely?
Chris, it's not just his route running. It's the chemistry between the quarterback and the receiver that really, I think, is unique. They put so much time into this in the offseason. By the time they get to Saturdays, you can close your eyes and make your throw. That's exactly what we saw right there.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Set up a touchdown. Can they bounce back from that costly error here? Now begin with a quick throw to the left.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback drops back. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
After the incompletion, they'll line up now for 3rd and 5. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He'll take a deep shot here. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 41.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. Man, it's starting.
It's a fumble. The offense able to fall on the football. Lucky to maintain possession there.
Well, the running back here just seems so focused on trying to locate where he needs to go that he lost focus of holding on to that football. He's very fortunate one of his own guys is able to recover.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a 1st down for this offense.
The Hoosiers pick up enough yardage to move the sticks. Off the play fake on 1st down. Quick throw to his receiver. Fired into a tight window and picked off. Not a big return, but the pick ends the scoring threat. The offense will now take over at the 30.
That was an impressive effort here by the safety to use his speed and effort to get to that football and where it was headed. Secondary coach has got to be proud.
And to begin the drive here, set up at the 30. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Catch made on the out route. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out that you can take advantage of.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. And they heave it deep downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Finally brought down, but that play moves the ball all the way down to the 21. One explosive play has this offense set up just outside the red zone now with a first down. Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. Here comes a first down pass attempt. QB to the tight end for a completion. Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
So the offense really clicking here. 3 plays, and suddenly it's 1st and goal. Design quarterback run. Refusing to be blocked out. Touchdown tie.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And the kickoff heads out of bounds. The offense will begin from the 40. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, Indiana.
Yes, let's go right now. Keep running the end zone.
On set.
Indy decides to keep it here. Stout defense there. It's a 3-yard loss on that run.
It's a nice job by this defense. They saw option, actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You could tell they worked hard on that in practice.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Catch made on the right side. Defense will make the stop, and it will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. So Alabama will take the lead into the quarter break here. And the first quarter is in the books, but is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. We'll see if this game gets out of hand before halftime, the crucial second quarter beginning right now. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. They go with a short shovel pass. And it'll be Smarter right at the line for no gain.
Good job here by the defense on third down. Forget about throwing downfield. They go short, and they make them pay for it with a loss of yardage.
The offense stays on the field. The coach is going to go for it on 4th and 2 in his own territory. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, Alabama.
Fourth down and 2 in their own territory. Coach shows no hesitation. The offense is on the field. And he'll set up to throw. It's a short completion to the big tight end.
Boy, the defense was in the right coverage here. It looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on fourth down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and a receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
From the shotgun, handoff inside.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
The game makes it second and medium. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Tough running to avoid a loss, but just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big third down now for this offense. They're down early in the game. All the hype, the pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive, so they need to convert right here.
Critical third down plays coming up. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Grab near the sticks. It's Johnson. You bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now.
Another great play by this receiver. And I tell you, the offense coordinator's doing a nice job of moving him around. The defense knew coming into this game how tough he'd be to stop, but the way they're utilizing him is making it very challenging to be able to create the matchups that the defense wants.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming down.
Call that blitz here. He had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
second down play coming up. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Short connection with a tight end here. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
They told us all week that they thought they had an opportunity to get this tight end the football. And here they are early in the game showing that they mean business.
Third and short here in this playoff. It's the 9th play of the drive coming up. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
And the Hoosiers will look to convert here on 4th down. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
It's the 2-minute timeout. This offense running out of time to cut into this lead before the break. 1st and goal. A good chance to chip away at the lead before halftime. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Touchdown, Hoosiers, as they get on the board here in this playoff game.
Chris, we're still early in this football game. We're in the 2nd quarter. It's a critical touchdown to get their confidence to believe that they can come back and still win this game.
To make the extra point, cut the lead to 14-7. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Martin. And the coverage seat ends him in and brings him down. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. First down. Looking to throw the football. It's an out route. The catch made. They finally get him down, but this passing game has produced a chunk play.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Looking to throw it on first down. Bringing pressure. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. 2nd down play now coming up.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
Now it's 2nd down here. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. And he's got it! A diving catch way downfield. Alabama comes up with the line quickly. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
Oh, my gosh, would he love to have that one back. Open receiver downfield, and he misses him. That's where you go back to the receiver and say, hey, man, that one's on me. I'm coming right back to you.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. The defense with more pre-snap movement. Looking to throw it again. Grab made by the tight end. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon. Tied offense line up here on 1st and goal. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. And it's caught. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
I'll tell you what, in this first half, this quarterback seems to be making all the right reads and showing the accuracy that he's shown all year long. Outstanding pass, great conversion. They put 6 more on the board.
PHC is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. First down, we're going to throw the ball. Looking for a man deep on the right side. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
Well, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the first half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
And the back now goes in motion. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Breaking tackles. They stop him at the 45, but that's good for a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Throws to the tight end. Oh, he makes the catch. He's brought down, but the game moves the ball to the 39.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving them multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. And looking to throw now on first down. The receiver grabs it. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. They'll look to throw it here on second down. Incomplete, just 3 seconds left. Time for 1 more play.
Well, if it hasn't been made abundantly clear by now, they want to get the ball downfield to this guy. That was almost his 2nd touchdown alone here in the first half.
And he's got it from 48 yards out, showing off the big leg. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Bringing it out, it's Hart. And he'll be tackled after a solid effort on that return. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. The passing game's been on fire. The defense has had no answer for it. And see if they found some solutions at halftime. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Alabama comes up to the line quickly.
This offense is known for that up-tempo approach. The defense has got to make their calls and get adjusted and ready to play.
Throwing off play action. He'll throw it now. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Stopped out at the 39, but good enough for a first down.
This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
Offense looking to keep the drive going here. 3rd and short now from the 44. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looks to his left and makes the completion. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up 4th down. Offense looking to throw the ball. Deep shot toward the end zone. And it's a touchdown. But wait, looks like there's a flag on the field. Let's find out if this one's going to count. No surprise, offense going for it on 4th down. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. And he can't connect. The gamble doesn't pay off.
I think they're going to end up regretting going for this one, Chris. I wouldn't have gone for it. What's wrong with punting it away? Again, I get being aggressive, but you got to be smart on when to go for it and when to punt.
Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout. And the offense gifted with great starting field position for this drive. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down. Second and 10 following the incompletion from the 37. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Oh, the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown, Indiana.
Chris, the timing between the quarterback and the receiver here is exceptional. Great route here to sell that post to the inside and then break it off to the corner. And the quarterback anticipates it well, puts it on the money for that touchdown.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And here's the return from inside the 5. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. Last time they gambled and lost. Went for it in 4th down in their territory and got stopped. Scanning the field, it's Harper. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
The shotgun running play call. Has the first down and more. And he busts loose right down the middle. It's a foot race. Inside the 10. Touchdown. And he would not be denied. They couldn't get him to the ground.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. And the Hoosiers offense is back out there on the field. On first down, it's play action. The pocket breaking down.
Well, that's just being crafty right here by this quarterback. It's not there. You pick up what you can and stay ahead of the chains. And who knows, do this enough, they'll have to start spying on this quarterback, which could open up some passing lanes that weren't there before.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And it's going to be incomplete. Defense had a great chance for the pick. Couldn't come up with it.
Well, in case you're counting at home, that was nearly his third interception of the game. That offensive staff has either got to give this quarterback some easy passes to build his confidence up, or they need to make a change to bring the other guy in. He's just reckless out there so far today.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Catch made on the left side. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Good job by this offensive line, and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on third down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
Here's a screen pass to the running back. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Offense does a really nice job of timing up this screen pass, using the defense's aggression against them here. The back's able to navigate his way for a first down.
The Hoosiers pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. Excellent defensive player. A chance at a takeaway. Got away from him. Don't see that often.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. Heavy pressure. He lets it go.
How about the defense's effort here? You're dealing with one of the more athletic quarterbacks in the country. Anytime he scrambles, you better have 3 or 4 guys pursuing the football. They do a good job of affecting his rhythm by pressuring him to the whistle.
Looking to chuck it again. Taking a deep shot here to the right. And it's caught way downfield inside the 35. Brought down to the 18, and suddenly this offense is in the red zone.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, They've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
And the Hoosiers come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Looking for 6. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line. Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Boy, another great play by an Alabama defensive lineman. You just think about it over the years, probably the last 30 years, going all the way back to John Copeland on that 1992 Alabama defense. Most recently, guys like Jonathan Allen, Deron Payne, Quentin Williams. You can always count on Bama having great defensive linemen and difference makers.
Here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Hit as he released it. And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. 3rd down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
And he's got it. No problem.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. Here's that defense shifting again. Here comes a handoff. Powering through.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Throw to the running back in the flat. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Try to pick up the 3rd down yardage on the ground. Did not get there. And now it's going to bring up 4th down and 1.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
The offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Looking for a receiver. Fires it to the left side. It's caught. Did he get a foot in? Yes, they say it's a catch, a big gain.
That's what you love to see from the quarterback, recognizing the receiver is past the marker, and a good job by the receiver to know where he needed to go to get that first down.
After one explosive play, the offense suddenly moves inside the opponent's 45. The back's got it. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. So Alabama will take the lead into the quarter break here, sitting in a pretty good spot as we wrap up the 3rd quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game stats where we have a chance. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. the receiver. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Chris, it's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. Brad made near the sidelines. Good job keeping the foot in bounds. That'd be enough for a first down. They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Another nice run by this running back. He's well over 100 yards now in the game. A big part of the reason that they're going to win this football game and advance to the next round.
Motion now from the tight end. They'll run it here. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. The linebacker shifting around now. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. And it's caught.
The offense gets some positive yards here, but they're going to be short of the first down marker to set up 4th down. Really good job by the defensive tackling and the awareness to keep him short of that first down marker.
So on 4th down now, out comes the field goal unit. And a chance here to build the lead, make it a 3-score game in the final quarter. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. So after building this big lead, they're set to kick it off. This is a squib kick right to one of the blockers on the return team. Tackle is made at the 43, but that's a good return and good starting field position. And here comes the Indiana offense back out on the field. Tough to win these games kicking field goals. They know they need to reach the end zone this time. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He's going to take off here. Football comes out. The offense able to fall on it and avoid the turnover. Got lucky that time.
That's a good job by the defense to force the fumble, but you have to have the collective awareness for someone to get on top of it. It's a lucky break for the offense.
Second down, we're going to throw it. He's picked for a 3rd time tonight. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Chewing clock with the running game. He's got the first down and still motoring. Comes out of bounds after another big gain on the ground. This running game has been strong today.
What a shot, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed, along with really dominant offensive line play.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Blitz and a quick sack.
Well, you talk about blowing a play up. What a job by this defense. That is a big-time loss from the sack. But look at the offense. They're keeping the tempo going. I'm surprised.
The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Gets a fly to the wideout. Pass caught. Can he get in? Can't get to the end zone. They'll spot the ball at the 2. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Cut quickly. Tough running there, but not quite enough for a first down.
Boy, tight windows as always down here. They have trust in throwing it. You just have to be smart.
All right, it's 2nd down and goal now for this offense. It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense continues to try to work the clock and secure an impressive victory here today. 2nd down and goal upcoming. Touchdown, Alabama. They continue to roll up the score.
You know, this head coach and even the players always talk about wanting to play a full 4 quarters, and that's what we're seeing right now. I don't think they're interested in running the score up. I just think they're out there executing the plays called. Right now, they continue to put touchdowns up on the board.
And the point after is right down the middle. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
41, Indiana, 17.
And it's a squib kick taken by one of the Nutmeg. They bring him down at the 41. The return team does a solid job there.
Indiana offense will take over. 1st and 10.
So here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 41. Here comes a first down pass attempt. He's running out of time here. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept them out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Pressure is coming. That's a nice scramble there. A big gain, but not enough for the first down.
Well, that's a big-time scramble by that quarterback. My gosh, if you're the defensive coordinator, you got to be scratching your head. Get him at 2nd and forever. You take away everything downfield, and this guy picks up these yards by running the ball. Now, it's 3rd down. You better make up for it right here.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Looking for his big tight end. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Needs a completion here on 4th down. And they can't complete it. It's a turnover on downs. Defense stepping up there.
Well, they just had to go for this, Chris. Pretty obvious. Not much of a choice. Down late in a game like this, you got to be aggressive. You got to take a chance. This was clearly just not their day.
Leaning on the run game here. Gets the first and still running. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control.
Looking downfield near the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense.
That's the last thing that you can afford to do. Working with the lead in the fourth quarter, I thought it'd be easy throws, high percentage throws, run the football, keep that clock moving. Now you've given your opponent a chance to get back into this game.
Pass rush closing in. The pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Now here we are in the fourth quarter. The offense just trying to come up with something to try to spark this offense to give them a chance at a comeback. Unfortunately, the defense is playing smart. They're sitting back, anticipating these deep throws.
2nd and 10 after the incompletion. Let's see what they can create here now to avoid a 3rd and long. QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. Looking for a late deep shot. The catch is made way downfield. That's a big gain, but they could have used that when this football game was still in doubt. And a timeout stops the clock with 8 seconds remaining. So quickly, with one explosive play, this offense has moved inside the opponent's 40. 1st down, looking to throw the football. Looking for his big tight end. And it falls incomplete as the clock hits 0-0. That's it, game over. Well, that's a great performance in the pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And now the stage is set for this season's ultimate college football game. We will see you at the national championship. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.